The journey of Alibaba Cloud started from a vision of Jack Ma. A vision to make it easy to do business anywhere. This vision lies in Alibaba Cloud's mission to make the latest technology available to everyone. From the smallest of mom-and-pop shops to the largest multinational companies in the world. As Jack Ma put it,
we can make the technology very inclusive, that every small companies can use it. This is my dream.
This is what sets Alibaba Cloud apart. We are more than just cloud. More than just retail. Combining online and offline shopping seamlessly to provide an omni-channel experience. More than just a wallet. Offering simplified payment and asset management for all citizens. More than just real estate. Bringing convenience to your fingertips through IoT. More than just logistics. Implementing supply chain management for efficient and effective delivery. More than just urban planning. Utilizing comprehensive real-time city data for urban public resource optimization. More than just aviation. Making the journey smarter and smoother for travelers. More than just hospitality. Providing a better customer experience for your home away from home. More than just energy. Enabling a sustainable future for our children. More than just farming. Developing sustainable agriculture throughout the supply chain for farmers and consumers. More than just healthcare. Creating AI-enabled medical applications with data intelligence. More than just sports. Digitally transforming the games for fans, spectators, and athletes. More than just cloud. Exploring infinite possibilities with you.
Good evening, everybody. I'm James here, and I'm very excited to see all of you joining this second webinar of Alibaba Cloud Developer Initiative 2021. And especially who joined the first webinar, thank you so much. And before we start, I would like to remind you, please mute your mic. And if you want, you can open your video, turn on your video cam. And if you have any questions during the live talk, please put it in the Zoom chat room, okay? And last but not least, please invite your friends who never joined our webinar or who want to know about Alibaba Cloud, Alibaba products or IT. Please invite them to join this Zoom webinar, okay? And stand a chance to win a grand prize and gaming chair. All right, so today we have Steve from Alibaba Cloud who will do a short introduction about the Alibaba Cloud Developer Initiative Challenge. So I will pass the time to you, Steve.
Hey, thank you, James. Good afternoon, everyone. So good afternoon from Beijing. Yeah, let me share my screen first. Yeah, so I know some of you have participated in the webinar last week, but and some of you are new. So I just, again, I have a quick introduction about the competition of Alibaba Cloud Developer Initiative, which is organized by Alibaba Cloud and Analog Design. So first of all, thank you so much for Analog Design for organizing this webinar as well as the competition. And by initiating this competition, we, Alibaba Cloud, hope to empower developers in Malaysia to build web solutions and websites with Alibaba Cloud products, and also build a better career, especially during this pandemic. So the task of this competition is quite simple, to build a website, a web solution with Alibaba Cloud products. So you can find some topics here you can refer to and choose one of the topic and build a website with Alibaba Cloud products, especially ECS. So which means you need to use Alibaba Cloud ECS to host your website, and you need to get you need to publish the website and submit the website to this competition, then you will be eligible to get the benefits. So let me quickly introduce the benefits of the competition again. Wait a moment. So Alibaba Cloud provides multiple benefits for the participants and the winners. So for participants, you're gonna get a free cloud server instance and also training sessions. You're gonna receive an email within 2 days after you register to the competition of a voucher of 8 cloud certifications with training courses. So remember to check your emails and do not miss that voucher. Also, for all participants with qualified submissions, you will get an e-certificate of participation, whether or not you win the competition or not. And then, if you are among the first 100 submissions, you're gonna also get customized goodies from Alibaba Cloud. And the rewards for winners, including cash reward, coupons of Alibaba Cloud products, and the customized merchandise from Alibaba Cloud. And also you will get, if you win among the winners, you can also get a winner certificate, which is a physical certificate. And also a reference letter from Alibaba Cloud that certify you have the capability of building web solutions with Alibaba Cloud products. And also you will be invited to post your project to Alibaba Cloud Project Hub and get global exposure and spread your project with Alibaba Cloud resources. So here's a breakdown of what winners can get. So we're gonna have one first winner, first prize, 2 second prize, and 3 third prize, and also 10 innovation rewards. So yeah, you can also check this information on the site landing page of the competition. So for this competition, the most important Alibaba Cloud product is ECS, which is a cloud server product from Alibaba Cloud. So today, we proudly invite Mr. Austin Lin, which is an architect from our ECS team, to help you to understand why use cloud server and why use Alibaba Cloud ECS. So let's welcome Austin.
Hi, everybody. This is Austin here.
Good evening, Austin.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. This is Austin from Alibaba Cloud Elastic Computing product team, solution architect. I based in Shenzhen, but I have a stay in Malaysia in my last year. I have experienced the MCO even. Now you are enter into an MCO version 2. I feel very sorry for this. But I think also this is also a very good it's a very good chance for all of us can spend much time in your personal business. Yeah, you can learning, you can do some developing or researching, whatever. Yeah. Okay, so we can start our session today now.
Yes, please.
Okay. Alibaba Cloud, we have already start our business in Malaysia many years. We have Alibaba Cloud data center in Malaysia. We have 2 data centers in Malaysia. So the most basic public cloud services, I think, is the computing. Yeah, computing, virtual machine. So we call it ECS, Elastic Cloud Computing, ECS. Also the same, we are called in Amazon, they call it EC2. Yeah, so we are called ECS. So today, my session, we are going to introduce our ECS family and what the main components of our ECS. And also I will give some ECS selection guidelines, because currently we have more than hundreds ECS instance flavor in our website. So I will give you a guide how to select a right ECS when you are going to deploy your business in our cloud. And finally, I will give you a very short demonstration in our ECS console. You will see how easily you can grant your cloud virtual machine, and then you can access it. Okay, Anything you have a question, you can leave a message, and after my my session, I will give the answer. Okay. Firstly, I think need to give just in line with all you guys. You know what is IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS? Yeah, from a cloud vendor perspective, cloud vendor point of view, you know, IaaS, IaaS is how to say is a basic computing resource, including the network, storage, and you from a vendor perspective, you need to manage all the infrastructures in the cloud, but you don't need to care about the hardware, the real hardware. Yeah. So also for the IaaS services is mainly catered to the user. I mean, the user is the developer, and also maybe if you have some OM team, IT team, you are going to use this IaaS directly. And what you are going to manage in the IaaS services, I think this is a virtual machine you can manage the CPU resource, RAM resource, network, and also the memory resource. But when we go into PaaS means from this picture is that in the bottom line, this is managed by the cloud vendor, and the rest part is managed by our user, is managed by you, yeah, our dear customer. So in the PaaS services, is a hosting services. Sorry. Okay. So it means you can deploy your PaaS services, for example, a database, or you have maybe some big data applications in PaaS services. When you are using a PaaS, you are not going to touch the infrastructure. I mean the virtual machine deploy your PaaS. So for example, if you create a database in Alibaba Cloud, you can just access to the database. You don't need to care about the database where it runs. Okay, so in that case, you can focus your time just in your business. You don't need to care about infrastructure. When going to SaaS, furthermore, you are enjoying the application provided by the vendor. So you don't need to care about the platform, about the infrastructure. All this are managed by the cloud vendor. Okay, you are only need to enjoy the applications. For example, you have by some maybe Office application or some email application. This is also SaaS. You just use this applications. You don't need to care where is your business running on, in which database, in which virtual machine. Okay, so here this is the IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS the differences. And our ECS is one of the IaaS services, and I think it should be the most essential and basic services. Our virtual machine, we call it ECS, this is the ECS the components. Firstly, you will see this is the physical world, the perspective. Yeah, if you have a deploy, you have buy a server, whatever server coming from, you will have hardware. Then in the hardware, you will have a computing, CPU, man, which kind of CPU, how much RAM, and the storage, SSD, HDD, and the network interface. Even maybe you have a GPU cards, whatever. These are hardware, and you will have you need to install your OS. Yeah. After install OS, maybe sometimes you need to install some firewall or some network security applications. So this is in a physical world. You need to look after end to end of your server, but going to our public cloud view. So the computing resource we call is instant type. Instant type, whatever, no matter which cloud vendor, we call it instant type. For example, in our Alibaba Cloud, we have a general purpose, memory enhanced, and high frequency, this kind of instance. And I will give you more introduction about these instance types differences. When you have the instance type, then you need to select your cloud storage. Yeah, you know, in cloud storage, the most common use is the disk. Yeah, that we call it elastic block disk. That we call block disk. And also in the cloud, they have many low-cost solution to store your data. For example, we have OSS. This is object storage. Also, if you have some NAS, we have a network file services. You can just use the NAS services. So in the storage part, they have many selections for the storage. And then when going to the network, then we will provide a virtual network interface in the server. And also you can create more than one network interface card. Each network interface card, you can configure the IPs as you want. And also the IP can be a public IP or private IP. It depends on your business. And then in the top of this, then we can provide image. Image is the operating system we have prepared. In our Alibaba Cloud ECS console, we can provide private image. The private image you can just select. For example, we have most of all the mainstream Linux OS, Zen, Debian, and Lucy even. And if you want to use Windows, also Windows is available there. Also, Alibaba Cloud have developed our Ali Cloud Linux. You can also select this one. This one is the most supported by our Alibaba Cloud because we have our R&D team to support. Okay, and also you can upload your private image. For example, if you want to upload Oracle Linux, whatever you want, you can according our guide to set up your private image, then upload to our cloud. Then you can create the OS system with your private image. Okay. Also, we have a marketplace in our console. If you want to buy some enterprise level Linux OS, for example, if you want to buy Red Hat OS or Zuzi OS, you also can purchase the OS image from our marketplace directly. You don't need to pay you need to buy the license for the other vendor. Okay. Furthermore, our platform, our ECS is very open. You can even bring your own license. For example, if you have purchased a Windows license in your server, but the server the Windows license should be support mobility. Then, if you want to reuse your license, you can use your own license. You just firstly also prepare the image. Then you can activate the Windows license in your own license in our console. This also is supportable. Okay, and after that is the security part. When you are creating a ECS in the cloud, you have to create your very basic security rules. Here we have provide a security group and an access control list. This is the firewalls rules. Yeah, you can create a deny list and allow list, and also you can create white list and black list here. This is the very basic security services we are provided. Okay, so this is a ECS, also a virtual machines, the components. Okay, here also I have some basic concepts I want to share with you. Firstly, we will see the right part here. I have public clouds, very high level architecture here. The outer one we call it a region. Alibaba Cloud, we have a global region resource globally. For example, in Malaysia, in Singapore, Hong Kong, and China, we have many regions. The region is classified according the physical location. Yeah. For example, in Malaysia, we have a Malaysia region, and within the region, we will have more than one AZ. AZ we call it availability zone. This is in fact is a data center. Okay. For example, in Kuala Lumpur, we have 2 AZ. Each AZ, the distance between each AZ will be around 30 kilometers. So it means the latency can be within 3 milliseconds. Sometimes it will be around 1 millisecond. Okay, within the AZ, when you are going to deploy your application, firstly, you need to create a VPC. We call virtual private network, virtual private cloud also. This is the local zone you have deploy your application in the cloud. Yeah, just like a LAN. Yeah, in your home you will have your local zone. Yeah, your local network LAN. This is the LAN in the public cloud. Okay, So in the VPC, when you create a VPC, then you need to create a vRouter. No, sorry, not sorry, vRouter. You need to create a vSwitch. The vSwitch will isolate, you know, the network sessions. You can create the CIDR for your different vSwitch. For example, you can create zone A, zone B with different network sessions. Okay, after VPC vSwitch is ready, then you can create the ECS. The ECS, one ECS should have one vSwitch, or otherwise your network cannot be touched. Yeah. Okay. So this is the very high level architecture for the public clouds. Okay. Maybe you will ask why we need to have a 2 AZ. Yeah. Of course, you know, sometimes we will have a disaster recovery, and maybe we need to have a high availability requirement. In that case, you can deploy your web application or whatever application in 2 AZs. And then between the AZs, the VPC can be cross AZ. Sorry, maybe this picture is direction is not very correct. I mean, the VPC can be cross AZ. So you can deploy your workload in AZ B and AZ A, and then top of the application, you will have a load balance. So your application will have a load balance, and the traffic will be sharing among AZ B or AZ A. And then once this is in this case, your application will have a much more availability. Yeah. Okay. Then we go to the left side. This is the ECS, the component. In fact, I have introduced in previous slide. So firstly, you will have a computing resource. We will say it's ECS, computing resource. The computing resource including memory and CPU. Yeah. When you are going to purchase ECS in Alibaba Cloud, firstly, you need to have an idea how much vCPU you need. Yeah, or you have a general idea. I need to have maybe 3 or 4 or 5 cores vCPUs ECS, and then maybe we have to have a 6 gigabit RAM or 8 gigabit RAM, whatever. You need to have a general idea. Then you can select the right computing resource. After that, you need to say firstly, you need to select the disk. Well, the first disk is your OS disk, yeah, to launch your operating system. The OS disk will automatically attach to your ECS. Furthermore, if you want to create more disks, you need to create another one, and you will mount to the ECS automatically. This one can be done when you create ECS, or in the future, when you are doing the maintenance, you can add more disks in your ECS. You can mount or unmount one disk, whatever you want. Okay, here we have another 2 kind of storage solution. One is OSS. OSS is object storage. I think maybe you will have an idea. Yeah, OSS can provide a very low level storage solution. Sorry. Okay. So I introduced OSS. In fact, OSS is very easy to use when you are going to build a website. You will have provide many small image or some videos. You can store the files in OSS, and then the OSS you can visit the file by API, or you can just provide a URL. Okay, so OSS can be very easily to manage. You can just upload the file in OSS, then in your website application can visit the picture or download the picture or upload picture or delete picture in OSS. All is supported by standard RESTful API. You can check the APIs there. And also the OSS, sometimes if you have want to hosting some sturdy website, also you can just prepare your sturdy website file and store in OSS. Then you can enable the sturdy website hosting services. Then the OSS can provide the sturdy website services for you. Okay. Also, it's very easy to launch a sturdy website. Another one is the NAS. NAS is a shared file storage. Sometimes if you have multiple ECS on the cloud, you can create a NAS, and the multiple ECS can visit the NAS. at the same time. Okay, so this is just to do the file sharing among multiple ECS. It's for NAS. Okay, but I think when you're going to create a website, I think OSS is much useful for you guys. Because why we call set like this? Because when you are going to create a cloud disk, firstly you need to estimate the volume. Yeah, so I created 40 gig data, 40 gig cloud disk, then we mount to the ECS. But when your website is very popular, many people upload picture, and then you need to expand the disk, it maybe will meet the bottleneck. Yeah, so you need to have a basic commitment for the cloud disk in your disk. But OSS, there's no worry about this. OSS, you just need to pay as you use. You just need to pay the resource you store in OSS, and it can be expand whatever you want. Okay, and then you just and then when you don't want this one, you can delete it from OSS directly. You don't need to log into the ECS. So OSS is a separate services that have separate console to manage all the files stored in OSS. Okay. Okay. Another one now I'm going to introduce is our ECS family. As you will see here, in fact, have 3 parts of ECS. I found the most common used one is where say the common SAT computing ECS family. Here is by the Intel CPU currently in our international side, but this year we also will have AMD and ARM-based ECS in this year. So as we see here, in this part, it is the most how to say is our many ECS family. We call it generation 6 and a generation 6 enhanced. We have a GCR series. Okay, GCR series. I can show the sample in the demonstration later. So this one is the most common used family. And another one we call it high frequency instance. We have high frequency instance generation 7 and a generation 6. Now, this part, for the generation 6, we have provided CPU the full turbo frequencies around 3.2 gigahertz, but high frequency we can provide 3.8. This can be meet some scenario when you are require very high fast or high performance scenario. You can choose this one. Another one is we have a generation 5 network enhanced. This is for the network enhanced, suitable for some application. If you have a, for example, if you build a very have a very large network traffic NGX, then the G5 network enhanced instance can help you much. They can support more than 10 million connections. Comparing to the G6, it only can help provide around 1 million connections. Okay, connection. So G5 is very suitable when you're going to deploy your network business, very high network business application. And the other one is for security enhanced. Today I'm not going to introduce. This is mostly used by some financial or commercial applications. And also we have a storage enhanced instance. Generally, besides G6 SE, all the other instance, most of the other instance can only support 16 disk. You can mount as most as 16 disks, including OS disk. But G6 storage enhanced can support to 64 disk. But if you have the requirement, you can select this one. Furthermore, we have a burstable instance. We call it T6. This one is provide the most lowest cost solution when you are going to deploy some application. They have a the traffic have a valley and peak. They're fluctuating every day. For example, if you have a deploy some clocking systems, yeah, maybe every day in the morning 8 o'clock, the system performance maybe will burst. In that case, you can see that the T5. And besides the peak hour, all the network perform and all the ECS, the CPU or RAM usage is very low. In that case, you can use the burstable. The burstable instance, they have a baseline performance. And then once you are running the burstable instance, they will accumulating the credits. The credit have a ceiling. Yeah. Once you, for example, have 200 credits. When you are going accumulating 200 ceilings, then you can use this credit to burst to enjoy a burst performance when the traffic burst. So and when the performance bursts into the peak level, they will consuming the credit. Once credit is finished, then you will return to the basic level, and then you need to accumulate the credit again. So you can again, then you can enjoying the very low cost. Most of the time, you just stay very low level usage. Okay. Also, the G6A is this year we will publish is AMD instance. Also, this is a little bit cheaper than Intel. Okay. And this part is have a memory, large memory instance. Also, it's not very suitable to deploy the web applications. It's most suitable for some in-memory database. For example, SAP HANA or some Oracle database, whatever they require very high memory, then you can choose this one. Also, we have a local disk instance. You know, I have talking about the cloud disk. Whatever a cloud disk is SSD or HDD, this is all is a remote disk, because we have a storage pool in our cloud. So when you are going to create a cloud disk, it's just to create a cloud disk from the remote storage pool, then attached to the ECS. So this is a remote disk. It's not a local disk. Local disk means you are creating an ECS. ECS can attach a disk to your ECS directly. This disk is belonging to the host server in your ECS. It means that this is you are visiting the local disk is not going to via the network. You know, in here you have to visit the cloud disk through the intranet. But if a local disk is local in your machine, your local machine, so the network, the disk performance is very high. Okay, but there also will have some shortage. Is, you know, the cloud disk, all the cloud disks we have 3 copies. So the high availability we can reach 11.9. Okay, 11.9 is very high availability, and OSS we can have 3 copies. But for the local disk, because you know the disk is attached to you directly, so the data we don't can providing the data protection guide. So you have to achieve high availability architecture in your application level. Okay, so this is a local disk. Local disk also we can provide SSD local disk and HDD local disk. Okay. For the SSD, you know, the IOPS and the throughput is very high. It's very easy to reach more than 1 million IOPS. And for the HDD, the volume is very, very big. We can achieve around more than 240 terabit one instance, the biggest, as much as 240 terabyte. And the price is very cheaper than the cloud disk. Okay. This data, I mean the D series, we can HDD local disk is suitable to build your big data application or your data warehouse. Okay. In this part is our heterogeneous computing. You know, on the cloud now the computing capability now is all only x86. Yeah, we have a GPU, an FPGA, even our NPU. As compared to the other cloud vendor, they also provide such products. For example, GPU, yeah, we have mostly all the mainstream NVIDIA T4 and V100, even coming A100 GPU cards. This is suitable cater for some machine learning, deep learning, and also some scientific research. Okay, because in that case, they require very, very high computing capability, okay? And also for the GPU, we have two tier. One is for the inference. We can also use the T4 card, and we have also use the V100 card to do the training, okay? For FPGA, I think it's not easy to use, because people have to learn, some very lot. For example, hardware description language. Then you need to prepare the script logic and then burn your logic in the FPGA instance. So, and NPU is like now, it's how to say, is a system on chip. Alibaba have developed our system on chip system. We call it Ali NPU 800. This is NPU is dedicated for the training. Okay, so this one also is also not easy to use. You need to learn the specific SDK. Then you will use this one. Okay. The right side is our side high performance computing. This is sometimes if you have some scientific company or some academy that do some research, they will request this one. You can build a high performance computing services in your academy or in your house. Then you can use this one to do the research. And okay, this is the wide spectrum of our computing instance family. I gave you a very general introduction. And last page, another page. Now I have given ECS Selection guide. You will see maybe very complicated. Yeah. This is I classify from the scenario base. I have classified into five scenario. One ECS, the three basic is computing, network, and memory. Sorry, computing, network, and storage. Yeah. So for the three factors, we have a different enhancement. So for example, if you are computing, we have a computing resource. We can have for the CPU side, we can multi-core, and we can have very high frequency. So different flavor can be for different requirement. And also the memory, yes, memory also we have a different scenario can be suitable, and also network. So I give a very fast introduction for this slide. Then I will go to our demo. It's better. So for the computing bomb, we set the scenario. First, we have three level. First one is we have massive duplicated computing. This is only for suitable. We can use the GPU FPGA. Why we call it massive duplicated? This because in the GPU they can handle a much massive parallel computing. So we can say massive duplicated scenario can use GPU. And they have two ways to stack your computing capability. One is you can stack more cores. Yeah. So stack more cores. So you can in Alibaba Cloud we can provide instance from 2 vCPU to 100 and 2 CPU and 100 CPU vCPU. Yeah. So in that case, if your application, for example, have a very high concurrent and multi-chain application, then you can use to stacking the cores to meet high performance. Another scenario is we can increase the frequency. Yeah, this is for some specific application. For example, if you have deployed some MMORPG games, the game have many people in one screen. For example, you provide mobile phone, you provide PUBG, very many people in the same screen. So the many people in the same screen need to handle by one core is better. The best is handled by one core. So the network, the frame is the best. I mean FPS where will give a very good performance. So in that case, the CPU one single core frequency is very important. So the higher frequency, the more instruction can be executed in 1 second. So in that case, you can select high frequency computing. Okay. So this is for compute bar. Another for memory. Memory, I think not easy to understand. Yeah, we can provide normal high memory. We can provide a 128. 128 means one core have 8 GB RAM. Okay, one core 8 GB RAM. Normal normal large RAM, and then we have super high RAM. Super high RAM, we can maximum, we can provide 6 terabyte memory. And another one is how to say, is an innovative product because NVM is a new memory storage solution. I think you can, if you have interest, you can Google AEP after the meeting. Okay. New one is a story bond. Yeah. I have introduced, we have 2 kinds of story in fact. One is the cloud disk, another is the local disk. Yeah. So the cloud disk is not much interesting to introduce. For example, all is cloud disk. The difference is you use HDD or use SSD. SSD, obviously, you will provide much high IOPS. Yeah. But for the local disk, we have different kind of local disk. We have an instance suitable for some online application process or OLTP, OLAP, and also have can handle the compute storage isolation scenario applications for data lake scenario and the data warehouse scenario. So this is for local disk perform instance. Another one is a network bond. Network bond, I have mentioned that, yeah. For the normal ECS, our network performance, how to say, is a normal one. Okay, normal one. If you choose our network enhanced, for example, G5NE, we see we have provided maximum connection number is 60 million. Okay, this is a connection number. And comparing to the normal one, can provide around 1 million, more than 1 million connections. And also the package per second, we can provide as much as 24 million packets per second, PPS. The transferring rate is really, really high. Okay, so in this case, if you have some application require very high network transferring and network throughput and request high connection number, you can see that our G5NE network enhanced. Okay. The last one is the security isolation. This is where currently not many commercial business, even some online banking or some payment gateway that deploy on the cloud. So for these applications, they require very high security requirement. They request the resource is dedicated. It's not shared to the other vendor tenants. So in this case, they will select our security enhanced or we can resource isolation solution. For example, we can provide a bare metal server. Bare metal, in fact, you just purchase a physical server in our cloud. Yeah, then this server is dedicated used by you. Okay, so we call it bare metal. And also we can provide, but when you purchase a bare metal server, you need to deploy your virtualization environment on our cloud. For example, you can deploy your KVM or you can deploy VMware. After that, you can create your virtual machine on this bare metal. In another case, you don't want to deploy your virtualization platform. You just want to enjoy the dedicated and isolation environment. Then you can choose our DDH. We call it dedicated host. Dedicated host. In the DDH, it means when you purchase a dedicated host, that is a dedicated physical server is only used by you. You can create our ECS on it. You don't need to create a virtualization platform. You can directly create ECS on it. Okay. This is how to say, a very fast introduction. This slide can share. This picture can share to you guys. If you have an interest in future, you can learn it, and you have questions. You can maybe you can find me. You can send me email. Okay, I can give contact. Okay, this one is the recommendation for the most common workload. We can provide an end-to-end full stack application. You can, in the top of that is the SLP. Yeah, SLP can be deployed. You can use Alibaba's SLP services directly. You don't need to deploy your SLP. Okay, so don't need to waste your time to deploy SLP. Then after that, you can deploy web server. You can deploy Apache, Nginx. This one, it depends on your web servers, traffic. In sometimes you can use our G5NE network enhanced. I have mentioned the network, the connection number can reach more than 10 million. Okay, although general purpose also can meet the normal workload. Okay, and sometimes you will have a Apache No, sorry, high frequent also in some dedicated scenario you can choose. The middleware you can see select, and also the edge server cache. Also this one, generally speaking, when you are not going to choose which one, you can first try general. We can G6 then and create the G6 and you monitor your performance, the performance of your instance. If your CPU or RAM is stay in a very high utilization, then you can consider to increase the change specification. Yeah, we support to change specification when to existing instance. Okay, you can scale out your CPUs and scale out your RAM and scale out your disk. Okay, I think, and then we go to our, I go to our console. I give a very short demonstration, okay? Or maybe some people have a question. Next, yes, okay. Bare metal support, only bare metal support. You can deploy VMware, KVM, even this stack, any stack can be deployed on bare metal, okay? Okay, we go to our console. Okay, once you are logging to Alibaba Cloud console, okay, firstly, you need to find where our ECS is. Okay, you can find navigation bar from here. That's computing ECS. Okay, then you go into ECS and you can click instance. Then you will see the instance you are running. Then you can create an instance. There are some tips for you when you are going for the first time to use it. Firstly, the billing model, pay as you go. Yeah, I think if you don't know how long we are going to use or your traffic or your applications performance, maybe you can choose pay as you go firstly. Then you can change to subscription. Subscription will provide monthly. Okay, then you need to select the region. You know, you are in Malaysia. You have to select Kuala Lumpur. That will be faster. Okay, you don't need to select Singapore. I think select Singapore also is very fast. No too much differences. So you don't need to select the zone. Zone, it means the AZ. I have mentioned, yeah, the AZ, there are two AZ. Whatever you want is the same price level. And between the AZ, the latency is within 3 milliseconds. Then you go to the instant type. This one I have not introduced much today. So here you have see the general purpose, general for your general website. Okay, you can select the general purpose. If you don't know how to see, also you can select scenario-based selection here. Click scenario-based, that is the web development and the testing. You can see here, select this scenario. The other scenario also you can explore. You can find front end, such as Apache Nginx. They have given a recommendation. Okay, so let's see, introduce the family here. And this is the vCPU memory and also the CPU clock speed. This is the base clock speed and the turbo and the internal network bandwidth and PPS, packet forwarding rate, and the storage. I mean the maximum IOPS, and also this have our processors information. So you can select from a select scenario based. Then once you select one, okay, you need to select the image. Yeah, we have a public image Windows, then Ubuntu, Debian. I think most of the mainstream Linux is here. I suggest you use Alibaba Cloud. Okay, and then you can select the different version. Okay, also you can customize image. If you have Red Hat image, you really want to use, you can complete. You can prepare your private. Here, I don't have any other. If you have interest, you can sharing the image. You can searching custom image in our document file. It will give you a guide how to create. And also marketplace is available. You can select the marketplace. There are some marketplace also is free because it's a LAN. Also already depend LAN environment for you. For example, you see here, it's a duper. You can just search LAMP as in the most used LAN environment can be installed for you. Okay. Even sometimes they can deploy WordPress for you even. Okay. So you can select from the marketplace here. Okay. Once then going to select the storage. The system disk is a must. Yeah, system disk. Then as you can remain 40 gigabit for system disk, and then you can add a data disk here. Okay, then the gigabit, and also you can select the different level. The performance level 0 or performance 1. The difference is IOPS and price. Okay, PL0 is the most cheaper one. If you do the testing, select this one. And then snapshot. Okay, snapshot is the backup. Yeah, if you have some critical data in your ECS, you can create a snapshot backup period here. They will automatically create the snapshot for you. Okay, then you can select the duration and go to next. Then you can select the configure the image. Okay, then going to next. Okay, network here, you see here, firstly, if you don't have any VPC, you can create here. You can create here directly. Here I already created a VPC and a vSwitch, okay? After select VPC, then you need to select bandwidth. Alibaba Cloud is, comparing with Amazon, we provide pay by bandwidth. It means you can, just like your home broadband, yeah, you can pay, for example, 9 MPS, and or you for your ECS, or you can pay by traffic. Traffic is charging by the traffic you are downloading. Upload is free. Only download you need to pay. Okay, so upload is free. You can upload much more data in your cloud, but download you need to pay. Then bandwidth. I think if you don't know, you just do the testing. I suggest you to use a pay by traffic. Then you don't need to pay by the bandwidth. Bandwidth is charging you all the time, whatever you are used. Yeah. After this one, the security group also is very important. Security group. You are deploy your application. Of course, 80 and 8080 or 443 have to be open, or you cannot visit your application. Or if you are deploying your database by the MySQL in there, also you need to open the specific port. Okay, so you can select one, or you can view the rules, or you can modify the rules according to the guide. Okay, another one is a network interface card. You can add more interface card, or you will just have one, then you just keep it as secret, as remain. Then go to the system, and you need to the password, or you can set later instance name, and host. Host means the DTH. Yeah, you don't need to have any DTH, so you can just leave it remaining and go to next one. Then have a text. Then if you are maintaining a large quantity, plenty of resource on the cloud, you have to create a very clear text. In future, if you have more than 100 instances, then you can query very fast according to text. Okay. Also, the resource pool, you can select the default one. Resource pool can be identified, for example, different department or different environment or different staging UAT, whatever. You can create different resource pool. Okay. Department set. Okay. Department set is providing a high availability functions. It means you can create a department set. It means the ECS will in this department set. If create two ECS, the two ECS in two different department set, it means the two department set will belong in two different hosts. I mean the physical server level is different. So it means if someday some physical server have a 40 or downtime, so only one ECS will be impacted. The other one is not in the same department set, will not be impacted. Okay. And go to next level preview, then you can just create. Okay, after you create, you see you have a you can see the ECS here. You have the IP. Yeah, you can use the IP to visit. You can use SSH. Then you can have all the information. You can monitor and security group cloud disk show all the information you can see here. Okay, and you can also restart it. All operation you can see here. Okay, reset password, and also you can upgrade configuration. Yep, you need to shut down your server, then you can change the specification. You can scale in or scale out. So that's why I asked you to try use pay as you go billing model. Don't purchase a monthly instance at the first time, because you don't know your specification you want. Okay, if you pay as you go, you can just change the configuration as you want. But if monthly, yearly, you need to refund it, then change. It will be trouble for you. Okay. So now you have the ECS, then you have your IP here. Also, you have a open 22 port. So you visit by SH2, for example. Okay, I think now it's very easy. I have used PuTTY or the other tools also is okay. Then double 20, then root. Okay, bingo, you can do what you want now. Okay, my introduction is now. Now it's your time. I have seen some people.
Yes, there's some questions, Mr.
Okay.
Austin. Yeah. So it's from Janie. Any ways to manage Alibaba ECS instance using something like AWS System Manager?
AWS System Manager, I'm not familiar with AWS System Manager, but it supports Terraform. If you have experience using Terraform, you can use Terraform language. AWS System Manager, what is this? Or you can deploy, cPanel in your ECS. Then you can manage your ECS from cPanel. cPanel have a free version. You can install in your ECS directly. Yeah. Or you can Chinese version. We have BT, Baota panel. Okay. Individual preference. Firstly, the specification cannot be customized. Be not easy for Alibaba Cloud to manage this instance. So we have a standard instance. You only can select in standard instance. Okay, it means how many, the CPU RAM configuration is fixed. This is standard one, okay? But if you really want to customize, for example, I want to have a 1 core 7 GB RAM, also it can be do, but you need to create a DDH. If you want to, I can introduce later. Oh yeah, you can. Here also we have a cloud. We have a cloud share. We also have a cloud share. Means you can, for example. What happened? You can use cloud share with the. You can send commands from here. I remember. We have a. Oh, you don't. Oh, sorry. Maybe I missed it. You can use our VNC. You can click here. Then you can just connect. Then you can connect it from the console. Use VNC. You can directly use this one. You don't need to use SH. Yeah, of course, this is available. VNC password. Oh, I didn't have a VNC password. You need to get a VNC password firstly. Yeah, this is available. You can connect from the console directly. You don't need to have to use the SSH. And also like the cloud share, you can send commands. You can send commands to our ECS directly. Where's the cloud share? Remote command files. Oh yeah, you can remote command. Okay. File send file. Okay. English is not very familiar with. Okay. We have free trial. You can, after this one, Steven maybe can introduce it. We can issue coupon to you guys.
Yes, free trial.
Apple Market is not available.
Yeah, we have only
only Amazon have a Mac. Sorry, only Amazon have a Mac, and it's very expensive. You can see. Graphical database image available. Graphical, I'm not very sure. We need to query from the marketplace. It depends. This one, it depends on your traffic. If internet, you have much concurrent user, like maybe only one. But if you know, you can deploy much. Because you know about top of the ECS, you can create a SLB load balance. They can do the path select forwarding. So from here, you know, theoretically, there's no limit. Okay, depends on the pause. Yeah, depends on the performance. Graphical need to check if we already have a graphical. I mean, we can search. Graphical image market. So the system manager is you mentioned like that. Yeah, you don't need to use SH. Yeah, you can first use VNC. Graphical. Oh no. So in that case, you can deploy your graphical. Okay. If my subscription instance is about to, yeah, they will send you, but you can send you message and send you email, but you need to take a look at it, or sometimes you will miss it. Here they will give you an alert. Yeah, they will give you an alert if you are going to spam. Yeah, I need first modify VNC password because I need to have a VNC password. I did not configure any VNC password, so new password. I create one. Ready. So after you have a configured VNC password, then you can use VNC connected to the instance directly. You don't need to using SSH tools. 6 kilometer in length mass. Okay. Cool. Really? Doesn't work. Okay. That's one thing you don't. For most of all these open source project or you know some middleware tools can be deployed in our ECS. It is application neutral. Whatever you deploy in your Windows or Linux, the other server, you can deploy it only in our cloud because the OS is the same. You know, base Linux. You just select the right ECS OS you are used or you are familiar, then you can deploy the software you want. You don't need to care about it. You can deploy everything you want. Yeah, as the same. Graphical also. Okay. I did not create any VNC password. That's a problem. Modify. I don't have any VNC password. But if you create, you can you can follow the guide. Firstly, you can configure VNC password, then you can connect it to the VNC directly here. Okay. Okay, any other question?
Yeah, because we are having limited of time, so please ask your question, maybe few last questions.
Easy to manage it. Yeah, you just create one, then use as your own PC. Very easy. Okay. If you also, when you have some problem, you can find the documents here. Have a support document. You can have a support document as entry to the support document. Okay. Because or you can all the connection, all the operation guides, or you can find the supporting document. Okay.
There's one question from Samuel Chin.
VHC. Sorry, I don't know what is VHC, but going to say VHC. What does VHC stand for? VHC. Samuel Chin. Can you introduce what is VHC stand for? Oh, VHC.
Maybe you can switch on your mic too, Samuel, to just talk directly. Yeah. Don't feel shame.
I really did not VHC. But whatever, if you just visit from some dedicated port, you just open the port, then you can visit. You didn't know is the secret goal, the specific port should be available. See here, this is the port I have opened. Yeah. If you want to add more, you can add more.
Yeah. And anyway, actually, we are encouraging everyone, every participants, you join the Think Talk apps. If any question that today we are not answering you, you can also put your question in the group. Please enroll the project. Then we have your email. Then we will send you all the details you need. And about the Think Talk group also, we will send you an invitation link so you can join the group and ask the question. Okay. All right. So anything else you want to say, Austin?
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Austin, for the sharing. And how about you, Steve? Do you have anything you want to say?
That's okay. So thank you all for organizing this webinar, and thank you all the participants of the webinar. Yeah.
Okay, I understand.
Good luck.
So, So I would like to do a short reminder to all of you here. Please do enroll the project at the Alibaba page and key in your payment information, activate the ECS free trial, and create your website, submit your website in the page, and stand a chance to win the prize up to 50,000 Malaysian ringgit and gaming chair. And this is the page look like, how it look like. So enroll button here and key in your email verification, your payment info, and you will not be charged while using the free trial. Okay, please don't worry. Okay, and activate your free trial. Okay, we will send you this simple guideline in the email when you enroll. Okay, but the first step that you need to do is please enroll at the page. All right, and submit your project. All right. So, all right. So that's all from me, and have a good weekend, everybody. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Austin, for the sharing. Yeah. So we will be end here.
Thank you, everybody.
And, wish you good luck in the challenge. Thank you.
Stay safe, keeping well.
Yeah. Keep healthy. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.